Another car.
Oh my god! Jesus.
Oh.
Looks like that windscreen's broken. Jesus.
Another car.
Oh my god!
Oh God, the storm, look at the water. Frantic shouts echoed across Victoria's rugged southwest coast as an intense thunderstorm unleashed record-breaking rainfall, transforming serene rivers into raging torrents and sweeping vehicles straight into the Pacific along Australia's iconic Great Ocean Road.
Car park there, mate. Well, were you worried your shoes are going to get wet?
Yeah, exactly. You know it'll be safer? Probably up in there.
Well, this car's coming back.
In the early afternoon of January 15, 2026, severe flash flooding struck without much warning. Torrential rain dumped more than 170 mm over parts of the Otway Ranges in just a few hours, causing creeks and rivers to burst their banks. The world-famous scenic route between Lorne and Wye River became a battleground against nature's fury as floodwaters surged, inundating roads and dragging cars, caravans and tents toward the crashing wave.
That would have been better to get it sooner.
I thought it was just heavy rain, said local holidaymaker Rebecca Scott, her voice trembling as she recalled fleeing rising waters at the Big 4Y River Holiday Park. Then, suddenly I couldn't see the ground or the road. We had to abandon everything and just run for higher ground. Another resident described the flood as a wall of water, like a tsunami of water coming out from the river, capturing the terror many felt as currents overtook familiar landscapes.
Wow!
Oh my god! Oh my god.
We live right on the creek. We actually have the creek flowing through our property of 5 acres. And suddenly all the water came down, a whole great wall of water filled with tree trunks came down at us, and suddenly realised we had to run for our lives.
So the whole of the caravan park is flooded, so it's a little cafe there. There's water all over the road. It's a bit of a mess. It's been pouring since 6 this morning. So, yeah, it's absolutely belted down.
Another car.
Oh my god!
Particularly after what we've just been through down in Apollo Bay. We've been catastrophic for a week. So, yeah, and now this.
Come from?
So,
See if he can take his. Because he's let the time air out.
oh,
He's saved
lucky.
his car.
Just. The rest of them are gone. Oh, here's, look
See?
at that, look at that.
That's the silver one. No, it's not. It's another one.
Where did it come from?
The environmental and infrastructural damage was vast. Sections of the Great Ocean Road were closed as floodwaters undermined pavement and triggered landslides, severing a vital artery for communities and tourists alike. Caravans and vehicles were left mangled or submerged. Local businesses like general stores were forced to close indefinitely, and mud, debris, and uprooted vegetation scarred what is usually pristine coastal terrain. Power outages also left thousands without electricity, compounding the chaos.
Well, were you worried your shoes are going to get wet?
Yeah, exactly.
Emergency services, including local fire and rescue crews, state emergency volunteers, and aviation units, worked tirelessly amid the dangerous conditions. Crews performed rooftop rescues and assisted evacuees as waters rose and visibility was low. Yet the ferocity of the storm made response efforts exceptionally challenging. Fast-moving floodwaters blocked access routes, washed away signage, and made navigation perilous even for seasoned responders. Emergency relief centers sprang up in community hubs like the Lorne Community House to shelter displaced residents and holiday makers. The social and economic impacts are only beginning to unfold. Many families now face the loss of homes, vehicles, and livelihoods at a peak holiday season, already strained by recent bushfires in the region that had forced earlier evacuations. With roads closed and supply lines disrupted, local tourism and small businesses, lifelines for these coastal towns, confront an uncertain future. The physical and emotional cost of recovery will stretch far beyond the initial cleanup as communities grapple with rebuilding, insurance claims, and the psychological toll of witnessing such sudden devastation.
That car's going out into the ocean. Oh no! Uh-oh.
If we had a monster truck on our driveway.
between Lorne and Separation Creek, affecting the communities in Wye River, Separation Creek, Kennet River and indeed Lorne itself.
And what's the advice for people in that area at the moment?
Well, the advice at the moment is to stay away from that area, but if you're in that area, get to higher ground. What we have seen is a significant rain event and some hazardous surf conditions along that particular piece of coastline.
As the floodwaters recede and residents begin to assess the damage, the resilience of these tight-knit communities shines through the wreckage. Neighbors helping neighbors, volunteers distributing food and clothing, and emergency crews working around the clock. These are the stories of courage that emerge from catastrophe. While the scars on the landscape may endure, so too does a profound resolve to recover, rebuild, and better prepare for the unpredictable extremes of a changing climate.